This has to be one of the craziest weeks I've seen in AI. The development this week has been crazy. Now get this, we've seen development increase at such a level that we've now are seeing a petition going around signed by people like Elon Musk, Steve Wozniak, and other influential people stating that we should halt all AI development because it's just moving too fast and we need to take a step back and figure out how this is going to impact society. I mean, that's their viewpoint. Is it for society, or are they trying to catch up with OpenAI? Who really knows? We've got a lot of development to cover in this video, so let's jump into it. Goldman Sachs came out with new research indicating which kind of jobs and how many jobs will be replaced by AI, and the numbers are crazy. Now, the research indicates that there will be over 300 million jobs lost to AI. Now, specifically, which kind of jobs? Now, through Goldman Sachs research, they indicated that the job that's going to get hit the hardest would be office and admin support work. Now, this makes sense because office and admin work is very tedious, and a lot of the things that they do on a daily basis could be automated. Now, legal was a very surprising one to me because I feel like people need lawyers, but I guess it also makes sense because you have AIs like Do Not Pay, finding your traffic tickets and getting you refunds just by being your AI lawyer for you. So there's a lot of interesting things, but legal would have been something I never would have thought of been replaced by AI. It leads up to this next part. It's like, which jobs will be harder to replace? So it will be more geared towards liberal arts majors because it's going to be easier for those people to execute on their ideas. People who are very creative, people who have a big vision but doesn't really know how to execute. AI is basically dumbing down all of the processes and making it easier and lowering down the barrier to execute all of these cool ideas you have. So instead of execution being one of the secret sauce to be successful or not being successful, it's more going to be focused on the ideas rather than execution, which it makes a lot of sense if you look how AI is developing right now. But I'm tired of talking about work because I want to talk about Midjourney. It's amazing how crazy their development has been getting. Like these pictures that you're seeing right now, all AI generated. It's all circulating the web right now, and this just shows how advanced and how far this AI has gotten. And it's one of the more popular AI generated photos. And if you guys don't really know what this AI does, essentially just put in what you want it to create and it'll create these pictures fabricated from nothing and make it seem like it's real. Like when you look at these pictures, they look real, but it never existed. This never really happened. Like these pictures, they look more like a cartoon, but like the pictures up here, they look very realistic. It looks like it actually happened. When you look through like this picture, I'm sure you guys seen this picture of the Pope in a really nice jacket right here. So it showcases like how realistic it looks like. Like imagine just 10, 15 years from now, not even next year. Think about how much more advanced this will be. It's really cool, but also scary at the same time because who knows what people will start using this stuff for, this kind of technology. Maybe they might start making fake AI pictures about other people. What's the way to verify if something is legit or AI created? So those are going to be some things that we're going to have to face in the future and see how we can navigate that. And I think that's like part of the whole idea why this whole petition is going around, to like slow everything down to figure out what the rules will be with the development of AI. Now, the next AI that we're going to be talking about is called Coffee Pilot. Now, this AI is geared towards people who are interviewers. And the reason why this is because this AI will listen to the conversation you're having with the other person and in real time will start to give you questions in your ear to ask the person who is being interviewed. So as you guys have seen in this video, every time this person tilts his head, he gets a question from the AI that's fed through his headphone and he can ask that. And the AI is always listening, so it creates questions that are unique to the conversation. So those of you guys who are not prepared for interviews at all, this can help you come up with genuinely good questions on the fly. Now, this is a procrastinator's dream. I mean, I was a procrastinator in high school. I would have loved something like this. Now, ChatGPT has been increasing at such a fast rate, and with GPT-4 that got released recently, we're starting to see exactly what the capabilities are around this AI. And with GPT-4, it's getting a lot better analyzing how someone is feeling just by reading a text message. Now, this whole thing is based off of ChatGPT 4 and ChatGPT to see the kind of difference in answers that these two different AIs have come up with. Now, the question is, what does Mark's intent seem to be? GPT-4 said, Mark's intent seems to be to express his displeasure with Judy's way of handling the situation with Jack and to suggest that she could have been a lot more calm and respectful. Now, ChatGPT said, Based on the conversation, Mark's intent seems to be to defend Jack's behavior and to express his disapproval of Judy's treatment of Jack. Now, you can see that GPT-4's answer is a little bit more in depth versus just ChatGPT. Now, you can ask more questions like, why are they not making progress? They're not making progress because they are talking past each other and not listening to each other's perspective. They are also using accusatory and inflammatory language such as justify, yelling, defending, and beat up. They are not acknowledging emotions or needs behind their words, and they are not trying to find a common ground or a solution. And ChatGPT said it is not clear from the information provided why Mark and Judy are not making progress in their conversation. It is possible that they have conflicting viewpoints. So if you really read through here, it shows that ChatGPT didn't really understand why they were angry at each other. He or she, whatever you want to call it, needed more information, but GPT-4 already had everything in down. Now, sticking on OpenAI's system, because there's so many development going around it, there's another plugin called the Retrieval Plugin, and it's to give ChatGPT memory. Now, this will allow you to have ChatGPT refer to past conversations based off of all the input you feed into its AI. So as time goes on, it'll learn more about you. So if you have a birthday, you want to log in to make a journal and just write about your day and what happened, it can refer to a day maybe years ago based off of how much memory it has around your life. So this could be like the start of like a Jarvis kind of thing, where like it'll know your whole life and it'll kind of start to know you better than you know yourself. Now this is more of like a future, and that's kind of like not really the case right now. But I can imagine this kind of thing, just knowing exactly what I want or like know exactly what I need. Now, an individual named Rondinelli Moraes came up with a facial recognition AI that can analyze the expression and give you an emotion based off of how your face is looking while you're speaking. I wonder how my face was looking. Does it look tired? Because it's like 1 a.m. as I make this video. And these aren't from like gigantic companies. This is just one person that decided to make this AI. So you have a lot of people that knows how to do machine learning, and they're just adding on to the GitHub and making this kind of development get expedited. So there's a lot of cool single people that's just making AI tools just for the fun of it, hoping it just goes big. The amount of development we've seen in AI just this week alone has been crazy. A lot of the things didn't even make it onto this video. There's just so many things to cover, but we're going to be doing our best. So if you want to see more AI content, please hit the subscribe and bell notification button so you guys don't miss any future videos. I'm going to be covering how AI can integrate into everybody's lives. So there's more things to come and different kind of ideas that I want to push out on this channel, and I'm very excited. But that's the end of this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.